Welcome to Max's Models. I'm Max. Hey guys, I thought we would compare a couple of 1/72nd scale SPAD kits. We have the Academy SPAD 13 and a vintage Revell SPAD 13, both in 1/72nd scale. And I'm pretty sure I built this one as a kit, but this one will be new to me. So let's get started on them and see how they go. We'll look at the Academy kit first. It says 1/72nd scale. Comes in gray plastic with your usual multi-panel exploded diagram, and you get some of their sales material and stuff with it. Also, instruction sheet, decals. The two runner trees are fairly crisply molded. I didn't see any flash or anything on them. However, it could be in my imagination, but I think they're a little aggressive with the detail. We'll get into that in just a second, but it looks a little bit overstated. Also, the parts are not compatible with each other. That I thought was interesting. One's definitely not a copy of the other. They give you a real nice diagram for the color palette on the airplane. It's not in color, but you can figure it out, the tricolor pattern. They have one-piece wheels with spokes showing, which I think are overstated. It does not come with a pilot, and when you start putting it together, the fit's not the greatest. And I should also add that even when I put the vertical fin on, there was a little bit of daylight showing through. But there are little minor alignment issues, not bad. They both use the same way, the grooves in the wings for putting in the box spars. The landing gear, the rear part fit okay. The front part was a little bit of guesswork. And as I got together, I realized that the Academy SPAD's a little bit smaller than the Revell kit. Speaking of which, I guess we can get on that one right now. The Revell kit, similar number of parts and everything, pretty similar layout, but the details are a little bit more subtle and they look good. Minor fit issue with the front cowling, but again, at least it's got a pilot figure, and the pilot figure pins in from the side. He doesn't drop in from the top, so you have to put him in when you build the model. This is an old kit, probably over 50 years old, and the wings were kind of sagging down, but I think that's probably more a product of age. When it came time to mount the landing gear, it have some very nice landing gear guide pins and some very nice landing gear guide pin holes, much better than the Academy kit. So the landing gear went in more easily and more securely. So definitely got the advantage on that. And both of them use the same, like I say, the same wing box in groove design to get the cabane struts and the wing struts in place. Really, on that score, they were pretty equal. The one thing I really did like, though, was the two-piece wheels that come with the Revell kit, a separate hub, which if you want to add the decal before you put it on or whatever, or pre-paint the wheel, makes it a lot easier. Whereas with and it doesn't have the spoke showing, which I think is more correct. But the Academy SPAD with those spokes on the wheels, one-piece wheel, a little trickier to paint. But you look at the parts side by side, the Revell kit's definitely a little bit bigger. I mean, noticeably, and I think more on scale. But we'll look at them here side by side. Revell kit has, I think, superior, more subtle detailing on it. Some of those components on the Academy SPAD just look a little too aggressive, a little overdone. And I think the ribs stick out a little too much also, and all the panels are just too pronounced. That's my opinion. But you look at them side by side, they both build up into nice little airplanes, and so there's not a lot of complaints there. The decals on the Academy kit were trying to come off the tail, and they were relatively new compared to the very old Revell decals, which were staying on. But all of them went on pretty easily, didn't have any problems there. And, once they got them all done, off to the paint booth for a dull coat. And I didn't bother to rig them. This is just a comparison build. So here they are. Here's your Revell kit. I think it's got a good look to it. I really don't know if that propeller's accurate or not. It looks a little big, but some of those old blades were. This is the Academy kit. It's a little smaller. It just seems a little skinnier. I just don't think it's quite as well proportioned. I could be wrong. This is more my eyeball. But the decals were good and it looked nice when it was done. Between the two of them, be honest, I mean, they both look pretty good when they're done. They're exactly what you expect. But for me, it's the Revell kit. And I just think they did a better job. I think probably closer on the scale. And I don't know, something about it just feels better. The more subtle details on it, the fact that they give you a pilot with it. And I think that prop might be better. So as far as putting them together, I think the Revell kit actually might have gone together just a little easier, but given my big hands, that might be because it's just a skosh bigger. But, I mean, they're both okay kits. I'm not saying don't get the Academy kit, but give me my druthers. And this has nothing to do with nostalgia for the old days or anything like that. This is a straight-up assessment of the two. And if you want to add insult to injury, no question in my mind that Revell has a better box art. I'm assuming that's a Jack Linwood, which would be pretty hard to top. The artwork on the Academy kit looks like it might be digital art. And not knocking digital art, just... something about gouache paints on canvas that, what can I say? In that regard, I'm old school, but I really do think it just looks better. So have you guys built these kits, and what's your opinion of them? All right, that's my evaluation of the 1/72nd scale Academy versus 1/72nd Revell kit. I'll do some more of these reviews later, and like I say, for my money, Revell gets the trophy. You guys take care of yourselves. We'll talk to you later, and as always, model on.